My father, consumed by his own ego, cut me out of his life when I refused to bow to my stepmother's demands. Then, at my younger sister's wedding, he publicly branded me a failure. That moment ignited a fire in me to make them regret their actions. One day, an unexpected wedding invitation arrived from my little sister, Claire. Yes, Claire. The same sister who, along with my dad and stepmom, had been the family's pride and joy, the one I hadn't spoken to in 7 years since I walked away from that toxic dynamic. Can you imagine the audacity? After years of silence, no calls, no texts, not even a passing "How are you?" I received an elegant wedding invitation. Tucked inside was a handwritten note in Claire's unmistakable script, saying she missed me and wanted to mend things. I stared at that note for what felt like an eternity, wrestling with my thoughts. Was this genuine? Could she mean it? After everything they'd done, was she truly reaching out? To give you context, let me take you back. Our mother passed away when I was 15 and Claire was 12. Her death shattered our world. While I was drowning in grief, Dad moved on quickly. Within a year, he remarried. Enter Denise, my stepmother, who seemed determined to erase every trace of Mom. Photos of her disappeared, and the decor she cherished was discarded like it meant nothing. I was devastated. Claire, though, latched onto Denise like she was her salvation. I couldn't blame her. She was just a kid seeking stability. But me, I couldn't stomach Denise or her control over everything. As time passed, things worsened. When I went to college, Dad cut off all financial support. His reasoning: I needed to man up and fend for myself. Meanwhile, Claire was pampered, college paid for, a fancy apartment, even a new car. All handed to her effortlessly. I, on the other hand, juggled part-time jobs to survive while trying to launch an event planning business from nothing. Denise dismissed it as a childish dream, while Claire was celebrated as the family's golden child. After years of feeling like an outsider, I'd had enough. I walked away, no big scene, no tearful farewell, just silence. I stopped reaching out, stopped visiting, and threw myself into my work. And you know what? I succeeded. My business flourished beyond my wildest dreams, and I reached a point where I didn't need them. Not Dad, not Denise, not even Claire. Back to the invitation. At first, I wanted to toss it in the trash. Why should I care? Where were they when I was scraping by, barely able to afford food, desperate for even a hint of support? But something held me back. Maybe curiosity, maybe Claire's note. I couldn't tell if it was sincere or just another of Denise's manipulations. Still, I decided to go, if only to see how it played out. If it got too much, I could always leave. I didn't plan to show up empty-handed either. Despite the pain and distance, I wanted to offer Claire something. I proposed covering her wedding's event, planning through my company at a steep discount. She declined politely, saying Denise had everything under control. That hurt, but I let it slide. I'd extended the gesture. It was their choice to accept it or not. I began preparing for the day. I knew stepping into that venue after nearly a decade would reopen old wounds, but I told myself it might be worth it. Maybe Claire was sincere. Maybe she wanted to reconnect. I didn't expect much, but I clung to a faint hope. The night before the wedding, sleep wouldn't come. Memories flooded back, holidays where I was sidelined while Claire was showered with attention. Times Denise humiliated. In the upcoming short video, catch the complete story with the channel link provided below.